So a number of you expressed some concerns that the sync wasn't syncing up on the live stream, and maybe the video looked a little jittery and stuff. Now, I can't do anything about the video, but some people said the audio was low too. Now, I watched the live stream several times right after it broadcast, and it seemed okay. Like, it would play on my stuff just fine. But then I kept getting these reports that it wasn't working right. So I figured there was something wrong with the encoding of the video or something that happened during the live. But just for the people that maybe wanted to catch the rerun, if you're interested, you wanted to see it, I wanted to put it up there and complete my MAB collection. So please excuse this re-upload, and have a great day. Hey YouTube, this is pecktec, and it is the November My Aquarium box opening, and I am running out of really cool things to open boxes with. But look at this. I use this to cut pipes. This cuts PVC pipe like a champ. If you don't have one of these and you ever need to trim some PVC pipe, I recommend it. Don't know how well it'll do a box, but let's see. I have a feeling it'll probably work out okay. Oh yeah, like a champ. Went right through that. I got a confession, a My Aquarium box confession to make for you guys. So, like, normally when I open a box, like, a lot of times I'll peep and I'll see what somebody else's video, somebody else made a video about, you know, about opening a box. I'll look in there and see, but this time I didn't. So this is like my first full blind, and I don't do it every time, but a couple of times I have, because I want to know if I've got any cool jokes to make before I open the box. But I love doing it. All right, okay, you guys ready? The November My Aquarium box. All right, and here is the scorecard. Let's see. Total value is $39.95. Ooh, there's some cool stuff in here. All right, and it's got the Small Business Spotlight, which is H2O plants. And how fortuitous, H2O plants provided all the moss that you see in the top of this. It looks pretty blurry in there, but you've seen this tank before, the Into the Woods tank. He provided all the moss for that, and it's great. I love Justin. Not love, but like a brother, okay? He's a nice guy. He's a really nice guy. And also, they've got the two ways to win. So you've got, you can post a picture of your contents of your box on Facebook and maybe get another one for free. Or you can post a video of your unboxing, just like this. It doesn't have to be as awkward as one of my unboxings, but you can post your own little unboxing and maybe win a mega box. And the mega boxes are really, really cool prizes. Yeah, definitely worth the effort to go ahead and mega box it up. All right. This is not okay. So I think I'm the only My Aquarium box person to like subscribe from the very first one to now, and because of that, Mike likes to send me little gifts to throw me off. And so here we've got a bundle of pins. Are they My Aquarium box pins? No. UniqueCorals.com. Pacific East Aquarium. These are all aquarium pins. How interesting. That's not, no, that's not part of the regular box. Okay. So let's get it. What else we got here? Oh, measuring cups. For the love of fish keeping. What? That's a pretty cool set. Yeah, so you got your own set of measuring cups. Handy for all kinds of things. Now, what's cool, I mean, we all have stuff like this in our kitchen, but this has never been run through the dishwasher with detergent. And you've got an excuse to have your own little stash of little materials. Now, there's any number of things you can use this for in an aquarium, so it's handy to throw in the drawer. All right, what else we got here? Ooh, nice. Got some fluval planting tongs, forceps planting tongs is what it says in the package. It's pretty self-explanatory. Nice little aluminum planters. That's what the plant sees. I'd like to put you in my aquarium. Okay. I'll put these straight right here. Okay. I've got some fish food. What are these? Premium tropical flakes. And it looks cool. I have not seen this particular one before, but I will try it out. Thank you. What we have here. Oh, we got some air stones. Very nice. Very handy to have some air stones around. And a mug. I'm guessing it's a mug. See it. Cool. A very nice My Aquarium Box mug. Ooh, I like it. I like the color. I bet Greg picked that. What do you think, Greg Jones? Ooh. I actually have one of these already. They sent me one for Christmas. And it is nice. And that is the November My Aquarium Box. Let's see. All right. Now, they just sent out a message today saying that they've got a brand new kind of box that they've just done, and it's going to be a planted aquarium box. So it's going to have less fish food. It'll have more plant-related items. So you're going to have tools like the tongs. Where did they go? So you'll have, you'll have all kinds of tools like the tongs and things like that. I don't know where I put those. And less of this. And, they've got, they have all kinds of things. They have cholla wood. They got all kinds of different kinds of driftwood. They've got plant tabs. They've got, any number of things. Now, I've gotten all that stuff in my regular My Aquarium box, but this is going to be a box specifically for plant lovers. So look forward to seeing that. And I guess that's it for the November My Aquarium box. I'd like to start and just find out where everybody's from. I've heard a couple of people mention that they were from the UK and a couple other places. But tell me where you're from. pecktec wants to know where this is at. Connecticut, Philadelphia, Missouri, Cincinnati, Michigan, popular Michigan, Scotland, wow, Oklahoma, Virginia, Michigan, Ontario, New York City, San Diego, Oklahoma, Arizona, England, UK, Texas, Mahone Bay, Canada, Arkansas, British Columbia. Hey, sweetie, oh my gosh, Vancouver, okay, Nashville, hey, home state, Seattle, Alberta, Canada, Pittsburgh, Ohio, Illinois. Wow, that's cool. So just all over the place. Did I pick a good time? Do you guys like Wednesday nights for live streams and stuff like that? I hope so. Jersey, Massachusetts, Pennsylvania, North Carolina, Long Island, Sioux City, Iowa. All right. Cumberland Gap, Tennessee. Yeah, that's not far from me. I'm in Knoxville, Tennessee, if you didn't know already. So, you guys seen any videos about the aquatic experience? Man, there was a bunch of videos that come out. I've been watching them, and man, they are all really good. I love that macro photography and creative pet keepings video. And I thought the aquarium co-op one that I think Jimmy put together was pretty incredible too. I really loved that. There are a lot of cool live streams. I went back later and watched some of the live streams and stuff, and I'm just like clueless. I meant to do a live stream from there. I really wanted to, but I was just exhausted. It seemed like the whole time. I've got the video that I'm working on for this weekend is going to be me taking the aquarium that I set up there home and basically redoing it. So I tried to bring it home intact, but the face sort of fell. And I didn't have it attached properly. I mean, just for the show, like I had to show up to the show and do it. And if I'd used silicone, then it wouldn't have had time to cure, you know. So I knew it was going to be temporary anyway, and I used a glue gun, and I just kind of went in concentric circles, hoping that because glue gun will not work underwater at all, okay? But maybe for like 2 days it would work. So I kind of used the glue gun and I put it up onto there and just tried to make it work short term. I mean, the thing just has to look really nice for a couple of days. And I won't go into it too much because that's basically what this weekend's video is about. But it's basically me coming home. I'm setting up the tank again, and I'm going to talk about the contest and like entering a contest like that. I mean, it was like, I got to say, like I really wanted to win, but looking around at the tanks that were there, they were incredible. Like every tank was more incredible than the next one. And the one that won like the big prize, like the biggest prize, was only 2 down for me. Boy, that looked awesome. Like I thought my hardscape game was pretty good. Like I thought I did a pretty, you know, it was a creative tank and it looked pretty good. But my plant game was just not like I should have tripled or quadrupled what I would normally do for plants. Like some of these tanks look like they've been grown in for like 6 or 7 months. Like if I ever do a contest like that again, I'm setting up a farm and I'll farm the plants out for like months and months and months, and I'll pull them out so they all look like that. Like I have my little carpet that I pulled out of the spec, but that was about it. Like I had a lot of boost, but the boost is like really diminutive. Like it's not like big and showy. You know what I mean? It's just like this fuzzy thing on the side of a rock. So I don't think it was a bad tank, but my plant game was definitely off, and that's why I lost. It was a planted tank competition, you know. So I know exactly why I lost. And it wasn't just the face. The plans I have for it now, though, I think are going to be great. So, hey, IFG, welcome in. JH Aquatics, I enjoyed meeting you. I didn't get to talk to people very much, like especially Inquisitive Fish Guy. And dude, I got your shirt. It's over here. I'm going to put it in the mail maybe tomorrow or the next day, okay? And so really, JH says he's in his car down the street to get internet. Oh, thank you, man. I hope your neighbors don't run you off. Anyway, so what I was saying, like IFG came by and stuff, and like pretty much all of Friday, I was completely occupied with putting that tank together. And then, you know, in the afternoon, I was doing as much pickup footage as I could. So I didn't get to talk to very many people at all. I mean, if you look at my video from last week, and I was hanging out with Greg Jones and Mass Aquariums and the whole MAB crew, but I was staying there. Like I was staying with them. So, of course, you know, I spent a lot of time with them, a little bit more than I could the others. And they even had group events and stuff like that. But I'm really freaking awkward around a bunch of people, like a lot of people. Like if I get to know you or we're hanging out, I'd rather it be like 5 or 6 people, maybe 10 to 15 people. But then after that, I start to get a little overwhelmed, and I'm not good with crowds. All right. Bye, Glenn. Have fun feeding your kids. And I'm glad your tank's doing good. He's doing a dirted 6-gallon tank. I don't know. My dirted tank, I just cleaned out a bunch of algae out of it. I think I'm over it. Like, it's not that I hate dirted tanks. I thought it did great for a while, but I think I'd like to just do it like I normally do a tank. Like, I don't normally use sand. I use sand. I'm about to use sand downstairs on the big 220-gallon. And, yeah, I'm looking forward to putting that together. Oh, I've got a filter deal. I had a very, very generous subscriber, and if you're watching, I apologize. But they donated a sump, but it would just seemed a little small. Like, I was worried that it would be too small. It's the people that manufactured that sump said it was made for about 125-gallon. And I probably could use that. Like, I thought about using that in conjunction with a canister filter, like just have both things going. But I decided that I wanted to try and do something else. So I did, I worked out a deal, or I'm trying to work out a deal with a sump company, and it looks like it's going really well. So I'm going to have a cool sump video for you guys. It's a really nice one too. I'll leave it as a surprise. I don't want to jinx it or anything. I met a lot of manufacturers that I've talked about there at the show, and some of it went well. Kessel mentioned the Spotlight video. The Kessel people, they mentioned it, but it wasn't a big deal, though. I mean, they didn't make a big deal out of it, and I don't think it was a big deal either. I mean, it was just like, I didn't mean to offend them. Like, I know it's like pulling out a jalopy and comparing it to an Audi, or well, maybe not a jalopy, because the thing isn't that bad. The Spotlights are not too bad, but they are an option if you're a person who can't afford a Kessel, which is a lot of us, So I probably won't be getting a free light from them. That's okay. I was going to buy them anyway. Like, I still want Kessel lights. I mean, I wasn't really dissing them at all. I was just like saying, here's another option. Like, I want Kessel lights. I love the lights. They are tuned in to the spectrum that you need to grow plants, or at least from my experience with the Amazon one, it's like has the most healthy plants under. It's also CO2, so it's kind of like double trouble there. But yeah, I think the Kessel lights are terrific. So I'm not even talking to people on the live stream here. Do you recommend a Fluval basic filter or something better for a beginner? It was funny is what the pros use for filters is all sponge filters. And oh man, if I had a fish room or something where all the tanks were on a rack together, that's what I would do. Now there's the most basic Fluval filter there is the one it's on the edge here, and it's a Aqua Clear 20. They sell it with every Fluval Edge tank, and they sell them separately. And there's also a 40. I have I think there's a bunch of them. I think they go up to they go pretty high. I've gotten a 70 before too. But what fish are in the Into the Woods tank? Those are Ember Tetras and Endlers. I put one female Endler in there, and she made babies like 4 times before I pull her out. So I've got tons of babies. I've given a whole bunch of babies to some people I know here in town, but let's see. Melvin, this is your first time live stream. Welcome, Melvin. Seen you on Facebook. It's always really nice liking stuff. Could you play a song about the fish? No, I will not do that tonight. I'm not ready for live streaming, that sort of thing. What do I use for editing? I use Final Cut Pro. Thank you for asking a question I know. Aqua Clear, awesome. Yes, they're pretty good. I don't like that I have to whenever I do a water change, I have to take water and pour it in the top, to prime it so it go again. And I don't really like doing that, but other than that, they're great. So, yeah. Let's see. View, my first live stream as well. Well, welcome. Let's see. Banana, what would you stock in a 30-gallon dwarf cichlid tank? Oh, I do dwarf cichlids. I love rams. Blue rams are my favorite. Okay, or gold rams, and I've had all the kinds of rams. Okay, they don't live a super long time. Okay, but the rams are really cool. Also, we'll do a pistogramma. I like them, but they're a little pickier with food, and I'd love to do shell dwellers. I'd love to do like a 30-gallon of shell dwellers. That's a little bit different. You'll need to harden the water up a little bit, like with some crushed coral. That's not too hard. It's not too hard. A lot of people are doing them these days. Let's see. Did you make a video for the Medusa setup? Oh, I'm making it right now. It'll be up this weekend. And no one's called it Medusa yet, but that's pretty cool. A lot of people think, and I'm thinking I might just go with it. A lot of people think that face in the tank looks like the bad guy from Moana. I don't know. You're welcome. You're welcome. That's the only thing I know about that movie. Is I was like doing a tank or building something while they were watching it. And I was distracted doing something else, but I heard that song, and that song got stuck in my head for like 6 days. You're welcome. I guess I should let it go. Forget it. Forget I did that. All right. Have ever kept dwarf rasboras? No, I don't think so. That sounds pretty cool. Have you heard of Nutrifin bug bites? Nutrifin makes bug bites? Or are you talking about fluval bug bites? I know all about the fluval bug bites. If I could get Clone Charlie keep him from eating them all, then I'd have more for my fish. Mew says shiny. You know I'm a Firefly fan. Thank you. Neurite snails do really well. Oh yeah, I've been wanting to get some of them. Nutrifin. I'm in Canada. Okay. Well, I try to set up a biotope, like in the big one. I don't know. I will probably cheat. It's gonna start off African anyway, because I want to do lots of Anubis. I've got Mr. Tubes, which is from Africa, and I've got an African bushfish. I also wanted to throw my rainbows in there, at least until Mr. Tubes gets a little bit bigger. I just want to get them out of that tank and into something a little bit longer for a little while. Hell, they're really old. Like I've had those one of the first fish that were in that tank in there, so I'm not sure if they'll live long enough for him to get big enough to eat them, but we'll see. Could I make a video about DIY cichlid rock? The ones at the store are expensive and cheaply made. Huh. Cichlid rock, like a spawning rock or something like that. Well, unfortunately, the stuff I make these molds, boy, it's hot. The stuff I make these molds and stuff from are kind of expensive. Like, I don't think the procedures that I've gone through to make this stuff would be very practical, but maybe I could think of something else. Challenge the Wild. Hey, man. Loved your nano tank, the AE. It was awesome. Thank you very much. Let's see. Do I have any golden barbs? Oh, I have some dwarf golden barbs in my flex, and they're pretty awesome. All right. Oop. Let's see. Well, thanks, Wayne. Let's see. Have you considered international fish keeping methods comparison video? Oh. Wow, I did not know that. Okay, so Roost Star, I'm going to stop the stream here so I can read this. Not the stream, but the stream comments. Okay. Have you considered an international fish keeping methods comparison video? Stuff like hang-on filters seem very common in the US, but are pretty new to the market in the UK, for example. Wow, I'd love to do that. What a terrific idea. Maybe I can work with Michael some, and or my other UK friends. I'm right off the top of my head. I got Psychedelic Babe and probably a few people I know from the UK. So that would be neat. I did not know that was a new thing. That's a new thing in the UK. Hang on the back filters, because I thought those were like really old. Now I know the old school is like the undergravel filters and stuff like that. So, huh. All right. So thank you. I will consider that for a fish video. That sounds like a great idea for a fish video. I just need to actually talk to somebody else. So you keeping the majority of your fish in the 55 gallon? Well, I've got fish in all my tanks now. But yeah, it looks like the 55 is getting a little cluttered because a lot of the fish that came from downstairs ended up in there. So it's getting a little full in there. But yeah, so most of my fish are in there. But I've still got a bunch of other stuff. What's your pick, Aqua Clear or Tidal? Okay, between those two, I'll pick the Tidal because I don't have to prime it. And in a lot of other respects, they're very similar. Plus, it's got surface skimming, which I can take or leave the surface skimming part, but I like the stuff that the Tidal does, and it works great. In fact, I think I'm going to replace my big Aqua Clear with the Tidal that was on the 55. I just haven't done it yet. Let's see. Would you recommend the Flex for a planted tank? I would, but you're going to be low light plants. You're going to be kind of limited on your plants. I'm probably going to do a mod where I pull off the lid, and I might pull off the lid, get some little hangers or something, and get glass cut for it, and then put like a big light on it. So I probably will mod it again, the bigger light and CO2, and then we'll grow plants like nobody's business. Right now it's sort of meh. Like I think I've got it. I think some of the window light might be giving me an algae problem, maybe, but I definitely am not. And my plants are growing with the aid of some fertilizers and stuff. But I definitely I know if the light's really, really good, what the plants are going to look like, and I'm not really seeing that. I mean, it's not a bad light, but it's not a great light. So you're going to be limited, but you can grow stuff in there. View says I added LED strips to my Flex. Yep, I considered doing that too. Really? Well, that's cool. What's my thoughts on Flourish Excel? I don't know. I've heard some people say some really terrible things about it, but it seems to work for me. Like, I've never had a problem with it. I've never had a lot of people say it kills shrimp and stuff like that, and it's real dangerous. I've never noticed shrimp dying from using it. Normally, when I use it, I'll use it when a tank's first getting started to kind of kickstart it off. Like, I'm not going to continue to put that in there all the time, but I'll give it a little CO2 boost to kind of help it through the beginning stages. Do I think denizen barbs do well? Barbs love well at 55-gallon tanks, and do they take up a lot of stocking and pet capacity? They get those barbs get really big. In fact, I ended up giving one of mine. I gave mine back to the pet store because it got huge, and I didn't feel like I had tank space for it. Like I could only put it in a 55, and I was starting to run out of stuff, places to put it. Plus, he got to where he was really fighting with my Siamese algae eater. I've got quite a large Siamese algae eater, and he was sort of getting to where they were tussling back and forth, and I didn't want any more of that. And I'd much rather have the Siamese algae eater than the barb. But I did really like that fish. They're cool. I would say 55 is. See, you really need to keep they're a schooling fish, so you really do need to keep 6 of them together for them to be really happy. I've had that guy for a long time before I really researched and found out, what was optimal for that guy. So, ideally, maybe a 75, 90-gallon tank with 6 of them. Yeah, they are large fish and will take up a lot of value load, and they're very boisterous and like to jump. So. That's what I have to say about those guys. Ethan loves my mustache. Thank you very much. I love it too, of course. Let's see. I love my mustache. A large school of giant Danios is always nice, super active and peaceful. Oh, cool. Giant Danios. Can you think of... okay, so I've got this Bisher. What do you guys think it would be compatible with? Do you see any kind of fish that I should consider? I was looking at maybe some big cichlids or something like that. Nothing too aggressive. Some of those big cichlids get really mean, though. So I want it to be the Bisher's tank. So I want something that will not screw with them too much. You know what I mean? I probably would do more Bichers, but I'd like to do something else that's kind of out and around all the time. All right. The biggest tank that I have is the 210 that I'm setting up downstairs. Still waiting on a couple of things. The background is finished, and it's on its way over from Serbia. So that will be really cool. That'll be in soon. Ropefish look really cool. I saw some ropefish just today, in fact, and I was looking at them really hard. What nano algae cleaner would I recommend? I would say, oh my gosh. Well, autos are good. It depends on the algae and stuff. Usually shrimp. I prefer to do a mono shrimp. They're the hands down the best algae cleaner there is, but you need a great deal of them to really make an impact. Do I think white backgrounds look good? Yeah, I mean, I don't like. I don't prefer them. Like, I don't think it looks natural, but there's sometimes there's an aesthetic that makes them look good. Sometimes I like the white backgrounds. Sometimes I don't mind. Personally, I tend to do black on mine just to make everything in the foreground stand out. I was in theater, and I did a lot of theater construction and stuff like that. So whenever we built a set and we didn't want to show something, we didn't want something like a board or a peg or something to show, we just painted black, and you'd never notice it in a theater. And the same works for your backgrounds. You can just make it black, and everything in the foreground is instantly more interesting. So this is a lot different. I've really played a lot with this and the colors and the color options and stuff for this thing. I mean, I can make it all kinds of different colors. I say that, it won't watch it not work. Yeah, I can make it red, make it blue. It's just kind of neat. Kind of change the aesthetic. Do all kind of Christmas disco. Oh God, that's distracting as hell. Oh, sorry. All right, there we go. Anyway, so yeah, white backgrounds are cool. What I saw tons of at the competition were the frosted backgrounds with a light somewhere in the back to kind of give it dimension. That's what's hip. That's what's hip nowadays. That's a Phoenix light on there, right? Yes, it's a Phoenix Planet Plus. I've got this on this tank, and the same exact light, same size and everything, is on my 56 gallon, and it's growing plants like crazy in the big tank. So it's a good light. I like it. How are you doing that? This has LED lights. There's a whole setup video. Go watch that. It's got LED lights in the back, and I can use this remote. I can make it do stuff. Let's see. All right, see you later, Ethan. Let's see, Jesse says, I have a Planet Plus 24/7, really nice lights. That's cool. See, I wondered if the Planet Plus would be like as good as that, but with the programming built in. That's what so I'm thinking about getting one of those. I don't know. I'll probably get one before long. See, a bunch of people got the 24/7. Cool. I've heard a lot of good stuff about it, but I hope, like, if the on time is as nice as this, as bright as that, then that's, I'd like to see that. Do you guys like a closer look at the tank? Are you sick of looking at me? Hold on a second. Oh, I switched the camera around. Is it this one? Okay. It is really, really grown in right now. The plants are nuts. Ember tetras. And in my old tanks, they always hid. In this tank, they're always right up front, which is cool. Now, I feed them right up here, so they might, with me in proximity, they're probably hoping that I'm about to feed them. I've got an Endler fry in here, you can see. I finally caught the female and pulled her out. Let's see. Is that eco-complete? No. No. That is Aquasolium. It was donated by Seachem for this project. And I have some left over, which will be going into the big tank. Oop. Got these guys. The store was closing. I got all of these fish for like $4. And I've never had them before. I've always wanted them, so it's pretty neat. Okay. Oh, my computer went to sleep. Right, so I hate to just end it like that. It's always so awkward, like at some point. All right, so Red Meadows is so pretty. Does Monte Carlo require CO2? No, but it does really well if you do have CO2. So it will grow without it. It'll just grow a little bit slower. I love Monte Carlo. Monte Carlo is that carpeting plant that I wish someone had told me about when I first started planting tanks. So I tried baby tears and all these other things, and it just wouldn't grow. Also, I've tried to grow this 4-leaf clover, which was on the other side. I've tried to grow that a bunch of times without CO2, and it's done okay. It likes really bright light. Like I think it'll survive in dim light. Like it's growing into the shadows of these trees and stuff, which is kind of weird, but it loves bright light too, and CO2. Of course, it just makes everything more powerful. So where can I get aquatic plant seeds? I don't know. I guess you can get those online. I've seen them for sale, I think, on eBay and stuff like that. Do you think the embers would work okay with white skirt tetras? I've never kept those. Are they? I guess they're like these Serpe tetras. This is the first time I've kept those. They're kind of similar, I guess. In body type, maybe only because I've never kept them, so couldn't tell you. So I moved it. Oh, okay. Jacob says, I always miss these. Well, I'm getting ready to leave, Jacob. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding, Jacob. I'm just kidding. Have you ever kept lamp-eye killifish? I'm on the hunt for some. Well, if you were in Knoxville, Tennessee, you'd be in luck, because I've been eyeballing some at my local store for a while. I'd like to get some lamp-eyes. I think those are really cool. And I believe they have some. I've been seeing some a couple of times over there. There's a couple of different, like if you follow me on Instagram, you'll see all the fish I wish I could buy that day. And a few of them I do end up buying. But whenever I go to the pet store, I always look for something to put on my Instagram, and I try to post one picture a day from my fishy world. White skirt tetra is the genetic morph of the black skirt tetra. Yeah, I knew that, but I've never had either of those fish. In the process of setting up a 10-gallon now, just hardscape for now, starting my cycle. Cool beans, man. Get some gravel from somebody else that keeps a fish tank or your fish store. It might help that. Throw it in with your gravel. It'll help jumpstart that cycle a little bit. And you can buy some stuff. I like to at least let the thing go for a week or two before I really add a fish. Now, sometimes I've added a fish a little sooner, along with some chemicals and stuff like that. My Insta handle is pecktec 101, I think, is what it is. If you look at the bottom of any other video, like inside the description of my video at the bottom, there's always contact information. So if you guys want to get in touch with me or find me everywhere, Jessie wants to see the Steampunk tank, and I can't deny her. So, yeah, you can. Is the light off? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. My contact information is in the bottom of there. If you guys want to tell me things about your life. Okay, here we go. Don't look at my desk, it's messy. I'm covering dust stuff. There's the fishes in the Steampunk tank. I have added, there's a little endler in there. I put him in there just to keep him there for a little while, and I can't catch him, so he's there to stay for a little while. This is one I'd love to get, like one of those little universal rocks backgrounds and really finish this out. I'm probably going to do that. I'm going to take this tank apart at some point and kind of like rethink the way the lights work and stuff. All right, so what else we got here? Of course, this needs to come apart. The bog filter. I need to take this out and trim it, but as soon as I take this out, that plant's going to just spread everywhere and be impossible to get back in there. I'm thinking seriously about just taking this lid and putting it off to the side and just letting that stuff go. But yeah. The plants are literally growing out the side of the glass over here. I've also put some frog bit in there, which helps a little bit. Makes it look pretty nice. Yeah, if I open this up, if I took this off, the plants could really grow and expand. And I think they've got to be at the point where they could kind of survive now. I was worried that they wouldn't survive the low humidity. Oh, I need to clean. I haven't cleaned this side. It's a little harder to get over here. Okay. That's the Steampunk tank. All right. Well, guys, it's gotten on. I'm not sure how long this has been going, but I do need to go because I got some work to do. I've got to go fix up the other tank. Tune in this weekend. There's going to be I'm doing a movie review, again, with Keifel. We're getting together to see Justice League, and we're going to see that tomorrow. I don't know if I'll live stream the thing tomorrow. I might just live stream it. I was going to edit another one, but I might just live stream it and like edit the next one or something like that. So look forward to seeing me and Keifel talking about the Justice League on either tomorrow night late or Friday if I edit it. So, okay. Then, of course, Sunday will be all about the face tank that looks a little bit like the bad guy from Moana. Was it Taziki? I can't pronounce it. Anyway, so I'm going to look that up. And that'll be this weekend. It'll be all about the contest, what I did to get ready for the contest, how I made the face, a little bit more detail about how I made the face, and Tafiti. Thank you. And other stuff. So I've got lots of stuff to talk about, lots of stuff to show you, but I got to finish it. So to do that, I got to go. So until next time, follow your bliss, keep a clean tank, and I'll talk to you soon. Thank you guys for showing up. I really appreciate it. Bye-bye.